surreal moment. This is the moment where I try to cross my audiences. So for the past 6 years, I've really focused on Insomniac's entertainment label, L.L.C, and Mo Entertainment Incorporated. And I kind of fell off the face of the earth when it came to like my own culture and my own family. I helped a lot of brands grow in the independent artist realm. And that took a lot of my time. And my artists and the people in my businesses, they got to see me struggle with a lot of things. And now we're getting to the nitty gritty of the conversation and why I'm even here. I had one of the biggest live music review shows on the internet. Fact. I've helped artists go from no views to thousands of views consistently. Fact. I've helped artists go from having a dream of making music to making money from their music consistently. Fact. There's a lot more facts I could throw out there. But a lot of the people know me for these things. And it's like nobody from my family or in my culture world knows me of these things. And this year, I told myself that this year would be the year that I break out of my shell with my own people and I allow my urban side to really show in culture. That's something I've always feared, is being too urban for my culture. That's a genuine fear that a lot of urban natives have, is coming off too urban. It's very common. It's very possible. And when that happens, there are consequences. Whether anybody wants to believe it or not, there are consequences for being too urban in a traditional culture. So that's why I always kept my business stuff and my culture separate. It's just my business was going to be what ended up providing for my family and creating generational wealth for my family. Still is. But that included me not being around culture-related things for a while. And so these people that I built this network with, and these people that got to see me grow and hit hundreds of thousands of views and travel the country doing concerts, doing artist showcases, doing conventions, doing events, all types of stuff. They seen a lot of stuff with me. A lot of stuff that I feel like my family should have seen. A lot of stuff that I feel like people in my culture should have seen. Everybody's known that for the past 6 years I've been a stay-at-home dad. That's a fact. I have 6 beautiful kids. 5 biological. And then a stepson who's coming up on 15. So it's been rough. Everything that y'all have seen me do in the past 6 years has been in the time and off the strength of being a stay-at-home dad to my wonderful kids. So nothing has happened fast. Nothing has happened by chance. And nothing has happened unintentionally. And in this process, I've gained a lot. I've gained a lot of friends. I've gained a lot of resources. I've gained a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, a lot of everything. But I've also lost a lot, which I'm sure everybody has. I've spoken to multiple people that's been around for this journey of mine who have been through some crazy things, and it's like, man, everybody's story is different, but everybody's story is capable of being just as chaotic. And that's something I've definitely learned. And so my journey back isn't to take from anybody's story, it's simply to tell mine. And so, with that being said, I've decided to go ahead and take this moment, and let this fan base of my life know that I'm gonna be crossing platforms. Meaning I'm gonna be letting y'all in on the cultural stuff that I've been involved with my whole life. And then I'm also gonna be trying to let my culture side of life, and people see the things that I do with music artists and in the urban realm of the world. Not sure what type of backlash I'm gonna face. I have some ideas, but it's just something different. But it's true to me. And what I mean by this is, it's not every day that you go on a YouTube channel and you see a powwow video that's a grand entry, a 15-minute long grand entry video, and then you scroll up 5-6 videos, and then there's a person interviewing an independent rapper. So that's not a common thing, or it's not common to see a men's traditional video on a YouTube channel and then scroll up 3-4 videos, and see a guy out doing social experiments about pop culture. That's not common. Normally it's separated. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I don't want to keep doing it, and I feel like it's actually working against what everybody's goal is. Especially my goal, which brings us to the icing on the cake of this conversation. A lot have seen my life, and I've allowed them to see it. I've broadcasted a lot about my life, not for the simple fact of wanting attention or needing pity or anything like that, but just bringing awareness. Because I've always felt like if I express what it is that I'm going through, and to me it's bad, then there's going to be somebody else that sees it and they say, oh, that's not that bad. Or vice versa. Somebody sees it and says, oh, that's awful, and that couldn't be me. But whatever happens, no matter which way they look at it, they see that there's another person in the world going through something and not scared to say their truth. And so that's why I've always been the person to state what it is that I'm going through, to a degree, not necessarily by details. And a lot of those things that have transpired over this course of starting businesses, becoming a stay-at-home dad, are things that I want to break down over time, and go into details, because I believe a lot of other men specifically go through the things that I've went through. And my goal is now to really shine light on, first, the indigenous men's mental health. Second, mental health in general. And I break it down like that because I can speak directly on being an indigenous man who's been through mental health crisis before, and obviously made it out, and then been through it again and made it out. So this has happened multiple times. And so I feel confident in my ability to speak on what it is that I've been through, and really reach out to those that are like me, and see if we can get those resources extended, whatever resources it is that I can develop. Because a lot of people don't know that in the native world, we have our own separations. So being native doesn't just give you the right to everything that today's society would categorize as reparations or benefits of being Native American, because we ourselves as natives have put more standards on what it means to be native, and so there's a lot of things that's got to be broken down, and in the process of explaining to both audiences why things are the way they are. And just to put extra detail on that, there's a difference between a federally recognized tribe and a state recognized tribe. But just because there's a federally recognized tribe doesn't always mean that they have more benefits than a state recognized tribe, because there's plenty of instances where a federally recognized tribe is way too big to really receive all the benefits that they could receive as a federally recognized tribe. And so they literally just have the title of the name of that tribe. Absolutely no benefits come in. And then there's some state recognized tribes who have pretty good benefits for their state, but that's not across the board. So there's other states that have tribes that their benefits aren't there, or their benefits are not existent. And so targeting the indigenous men's mental health is going to allow me to tackle this crisis on both the federal and the state level, and figure out some resources that can be balanced out and used across the board. And then the plan is to be able to take those resources and put them into the bigger aspects of the world for men and women, and get these statistics to lower, whether it be the suicide rate statistics, whether it be the drug abuse statistics, the alcoholism statistics, no matter what the case may be, even domestic abuse. I am a firm believer that most of these statistics root back to either A, men's mental health, or B, mental health in period. And so my platform and my content, my whole brain for the past year and a half since y'all have seen me last, has really been rewiring itself to figure out the best way of collaboration. Not between me and other people, but between me and my content. So trying to figure out how to make the content for this channel appeal y'all and bring the audience from my culture side, the everyday side of my life, but then vice versa. Also put some content over there that's gonna intrigue y'all and create y'all to come over there and create a big united community. And it's crazy because I would like to think that I'm well known on the cultural aspects in the native world, just based off of where I've been, people that I'm in contact with or have been in contact with my whole life, and things like that. But the harsh reality is I'm way more known in the realm of the independent music industry and stuff like that than I am in the cultural world. So I don't know why I haven't tried to do this collaboration or this crossover a lot long ago. It's beyond me, but I do know the struggles that I was thinking of was going to come up whenever I first had this idea. So with all that being said, next week I have a really big job opportunity with the drum group here in North Carolina, which is a drum group that I faithfully sing with, Southern Eagle Singers. I'm gonna put their YouTube channel in the description, and once you see it, you're gonna know who's done a lot of the web design and graphic design and things of that for their channel. It's what I do for artists, and it's also what I've done for the drum group. So next week I'll actually be live recording a drum CD, a CD that will be sold, and that's a big opportunity. So I'm gonna vlog the whole thing. So on this channel is where I'm gonna start doing a vlog type content. So as I travel to these powwows and I do these things, whether it be in culture or outside of culture, the vlog type content will always come right here on Insomniac's entertainment label L.L.C YouTube channel. Anything that dives into details or anything that's like a finished music project, whether it be with the independent artist or whether it be from a powwow and it's a drum group or some dancers dancing, anytime it's content like that, it's going to be posted on my Dakota Payne YouTube channel. I'll also have that channel tagged in the description of this video. So that's going to be 2 accounts that's tagged in the description. That's going to be the Southern Eagle Drum Group account and the second one. I done had a brain glitch. A third thing that I'm going to put in the description is going to be the Southern Eagle Singers Facebook page. which is ran by me and I believe 4 other people. We're a little bit more active on that Facebook page when it comes to Southern Eagle, but that's also where you can purchase merchandise of this drum group. This drum group is a contemporary Southern drum group that travels all across America, competing in powwows, performing at non-contest events, and so forth. Really representing a lot of tribes while doing it. So I'm going to have all these things in the description of this video. Feel free to click on those links, check out all that stuff. And then very soon, next weekend, actually, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, I'm going to be hitting this channel and the Dakota Payne YouTube channel with a bunch of content, vlog style. So it's going to be me talking. It's going to be me interviewing people on the powwow trail, letting y'all get familiar with the type of people that I'm around on a weekly basis when I travel to powwows. Also educating y'all on the things that are done at powwows. So it's a little bit easier to understand over time as you see videos. I'm not just going to do the vlog style content next weekend. I'm going to consistently do that as I travel to these powwows. So just like I said, the vlog style content will go on this channel. The finished edited videos of anything music related will go on the Dakota Payne channel. And all of this is in the greater plan. So end goal is create monetization. Create an audience, get the audience understanding what it is about both worlds that click. All in the meantime, the whole time, you're going to hear me speaking on and talking about indigenous men's mental health. I'm going to have other people talking about it. You're going to be seeing us have conversations, debates. I'm going to debate people about men's mental health. I'm going to do all types of stuff. But the goal is to shine light and bring awareness to indigenous men's mental health and see what type of resources we can really get on a state level and a federal level for these guys. There's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations. There already has been, and I haven't even publicly stated these things. I'm also not giving y'all all the details because, I mean, if you know, you know. I have past issues with that shit. So now we're at this point of the plan's been put out to a degree. Now we execute the plan. It's going to be a good process, and I feel really good about this. There's so many people that's already involved in so many other projects, like sub projects from this that have already been created, that is almost overwhelming, but it's not there yet. And it's going to be a good time. I've heard some really good stories, some life-changing stories. I just hope everybody sits back and they're receptive to my story, and can handle some hard truths. But it's not even Monday. It's Wednesday. I should have did this shit on Monday or something. It don't matter. It don't matter. There's my 20 minutes after being gone for almost 2 years. Y'all got the plan, and now let's get to